Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain one important concept called Carnot cycle, which is related to thermodynamics. As we all know that thermodynamics is branch of physics that deals with the relation between heat and other forms of energy, such as chemical energy, mechanical energy. Thermodynamics is the study of relations between heat, work, temperature, and energy. It describes how the energy in a system changes and whether system can perform useful work on its surroundings. In this video, I'm going to explain what is Carnot engine and Carnot cycle, and we'll discuss efficiency of a Carnot cycle. Before move on to in details about Carnot engine and Carnot cycle, we need to understand some basic terms. Now I'll start with a thermodynamic process. What is thermodynamic process? When thermodynamic system changes from one equilibrium state to another equilibrium state, this is called as thermodynamic process. When a thermodynamics changes its state from one equilibrium state to another equilibrium state. What is thermodynamic state? Thermodynamic state of a system is its condition at a specific time that is fully identified by values of a suitable set of parameters known as state variables. For example, pressure, volume, temperature, internal energy, enthalpy, etc. So each thermodynamic system can be described by using this set of parameters called state variables. So there are different kinds of thermodynamic process such as isobaric, isothermal, isochoric, isoentropic, and adiabatic process. What is isobaric process? Isobaric process is a thermodynamic process in which pressure of the system remains constant. In this isobaric process, there may be changes in volume, temperature, internal energy of the system, but there will be no change in pressure of the system. In case of isothermal process means a process in which temperature of the system remains constant. Such a process we call it as isothermal process. Isochoric means a thermodynamic process in which volume remains constant. Volume of the system remains constant. Whereas isoentropic process means that it is a thermodynamic process in which entropy of the thermodynamic system remains constant. These are all kind of thermodynamic process. So one more important thermodynamic process is adiabatic process. So adiabatic process is a thermodynamic process in which no heat energy transferred from system to the surroundings or surrounding to the system. So heat energy of the system remains constant in case of adiabatic process. Next we'll move on. Next term, basic terms, thermodynamic compressions and thermodynamic expansion. So thermodynamic compressions and thermodynamic expansion also a thermodynamic process in which in case of thermodynamic compressions, there will be increase in pressure of the thermodynamic system by reducing its volume in case of thermodynamic compression. Whereas in case of thermodynamic expansion, there will be decreases the pressure of a gas or a thermodynamic system by increasing its volume. Here I am considering thermodynamic system contains some amount of gas. Here we can increase the pressure of the gas by decreasing volume of the gas, and also we can expand this gas. We can decrease the pressure of the thermodynamic system or a gas by increasing its volume. So these are called as thermodynamic compression and thermodynamic expansion. So in this process, pressure and volumes are inversely proportional to each other. Next basic term is thermodynamic cycle. So what is thermodynamic cycle? So thermodynamic cycle is a kind of thermodynamic process with which runs from the initial state and returns again to the initial state. After gas does work is called cycle, thermodynamic cycle. So thermodynamic cycle is a thermodynamic process in which system runs from the initial state and returns again to the initial state after the gas does or a thermodynamic system does work is called as thermodynamic cycle. You can observe in diagrams. So system changes its state. Here thermodynamic system changes its state. Here state means here a condition of a system at specific time. Here pressure, volume, temperature of the system changes with respect to time. So your system starts from one state, finally it reaches same state. This kind of process we call as thermodynamic cycle. Next we need to understand what is heat engine. Heat engine is a device by which a system is made to undergo a cyclic process that results in a conversion of heat into work. In simple words, we can say heat engine is an engine or a device which converts heat energy into mechanical energy. Here we can see a kind of heat engine. Here heat energy is converted into mechanical energy. Here working substance, here we consider a gas, absorbs certain amount of heat energy and does certain amount of work, then that heat energy is converted into mechanical energy. So this is a kind of heat engine. So simply what is heat engine? In simple words we can say heat engine is a device which converts heat energy into mechanical energy. Next we'll move on Carnot engine. So what is Carnot engine? Carnot engine is a kind of heat engine. We can consider this Carnot engine as an ideal heat engine whose efficiency is maximum. In Carnot engine, Carnot cycle is used. So what is Carnot cycle? Carnot cycle is a thermodynamic cyclic process in which working substance or thermodynamic system undergoes series of thermodynamic process. So in Carnot cycle, we are using ideal gas as a working substance. So all the dissipative forces are absent in case of ideal gas. In Carnot engine, what happens is that working substance absorbs certain amount of heat and it does certain amount of work and some amount of heat energy given to a sink. It absorbs certain amount of heat energy, it does work and it given certain amount of heat energy to the sink. So here heat energy is converted into work. So what are the main parts of Carnot engine? Main parts of the Carnot engines are source, insulating stand, ideal gas or a working substance here, sink. These are main parts of Carnot engine. What is source? Source is a material kept at very high temperature and having infinite thermal capacity. Any amount of heat can be taken from it without changing its temperature. We can say this is heat reservoir. We can take any amount of heat energy from the source so that the temperature remains constant. Next part is working substance here we consider ideal gas as a working substance. Working substance is a material which converts heat energy into work. It is taken in a cylinder fitted with light movable frictionless piston. The lower side of the cylinder will be thermal conducting. This is about working substance. Next, insulating stand. What is insulating stand? What is the function of insulating stand? It insulates the working substance from thermal contact with the surroundings. That is used for performing the adiabatic process. Next, sink. Sink is a material kept at low temperature and having infinite thermal capacity, any amount of heat energy can be given to it without changing its temperature. So this is about sink. So these are all some main parts of Carnot engine. So Carnot devised an ideal cycle of operation for a heat engine and is known as Carnot cycle. So here Carnot is the name of physicist, French physicist. He is also engineer. He designed an engine which converts heat energy into mechanical energy. So Carnot devised an ideal cycle of operation for a heat engine and is known as Carnot cycle. In one complete cycle of operation, there are four different thermodynamic processes. In one complete Carnot cycle, the working substance or a thermodynamic system undergoes series of thermodynamic processes. We'll discuss one by one what are the series of thermodynamic processes. So here we can observe a Carnot cycle, PV diagram of Carnot cycle. So what is first step? What is the first thermodynamic process of a Carnot cycle? Isothermal expansion. So in this isothermal expansion, it is the first step of Carnot cycle. The working substance is kept in contact with the source. The piston of the cylinder is moved outward. The gas expands at constant temperature. Here the working substance, here we consider ideal gas. When ideal gas or a thermodynamic system contact with a source, then working substance absorbs certain amount of heat energy from the source. So amount of heat energy is Q1 is absorbed from the source. To make the temperature constant, the volume increases and pressure decreases. To maintain, so since it is isothermal process, to maintain constant temperature of the system, it expands after absorbing certain amount of heat energy from the source. Then the volume increases and pressure decreases, whereas temperature of the system remains constant. So this is called as isothermal expansion. Isothermal expansion. It is represented by the curve AB in the indicator diagram. So here we can observe indicator diagram. So indicator diagram is the graph between pressure and volume of the system. So volume taken along x-axis, pressure taken along y-axis. So this PV diagram indicates the relation between pressure and volume of the system. So thermodynamic system are a working substance at point A described by certain variables P1, V1, T1. So P1 is a pressure of a system at point A, V1 is volume of a system, T1 is temperature of the system. Then after absorbing certain amount of heat energy from the source, then gas expands, then the pressure changes from P1 to P2, volume changes from V1 to V2, and temperature of the system remains constant because it is isothermal expansion. So AB represents isothermal process. AB represents isothermal process. So next process is adiabatic expansion. What is adiabatic expansion? Adiabatic expansion is when the lower conducting side of a cylinder is kept in contact with the insulating stand. The piston of the cylinder is moved outward. The gas expands such that no heat enters into the system or leaves from the system. The volume increases and pressure decreases. The temperature decreases by from T1 to T2. So this is called as adiabatic expansion. It is represented by a curve BC in the indicator diagram. So AB represents isothermal expansion, whereas the curve BC represents adiabatic expansion. In case of adiabatic expansion, so thermodynamic state at point B is P2, V2, T1. Pressure of a system, volume of the system is V2, temperature of the system is T1. In case of adiabatic expansion, pressure, volume, temperature, all variables are changes. Here pressure decreases from P2 to P3, volume increases from V2 to V3, whereas temperature decreased by T1 to T2. So this BC diagram, BC curve indicates adiabatic expansion. So next process is called isothermal compression. In case of isothermal compression, the cylinder is kept in contact with the sink. The piston of the cylinder is moved inward. The gas is compressed at constant temperature. The excess heat produced is Q2 will be flowed to the sink to make the temperature constant. The volume decreases and pressure increases. So this is called as isothermal compression. It is represented by the curve CD in the indicator diagram. Here. So pressure increases whereas volume decreases in case of isothermal compression. In case of compression, pressure increases, volume decreases. From pressure increases from P3 to P4, volume decreases from V3 to V4, and temperature remains constant since it is a isothermal compression. Temperature of the system never changes in case of isothermal process. So this is about isothermal compression. So third step of the Carnot cycle. So fourth step is adiabatic compression. The cylinder in this case of in case of adiabatic compression, the cylinder is kept in contact with insulating stand again. The piston of the cylinder is moved inward. The gas is again compressed such that no heat enters to the system or leaves from it. The volume decreases and pressure increases. The temperature increases from T2 to T1. This is called adiabatic expansion. It is represented by the curve dA in the indicator diagram. So dA represents indicator. Now here in one complete cycle, in complete thermodynamic cycle, working substance undergoes 4 thermodynamic process. First process is isothermal expansion. It indicates AB is isothermal expansion, BC is adiabatic expansion, whereas CD is isothermal compression. dA represents adiabatic compressions. So this is how the thermodynamic system starting from point A, after series of thermodynamic forces, it returns to its same state A. So that is why this cycle we call it this process we call it as cyclic process, thermodynamic Carnot cycle. So here we can see a complete cycle, Carnot cycle. So first step, working substance absorbs certain amount of heat energy from the source so that it expands. So volume, pressure decreases, volume increases, whereas temperature of the system remains constant. After first step, again that thermodynamic system placed at insulator, there may again in this case there will be adiabatic expansion. In third step, we place working substance on the sink so that certain amount of heat energy given to the sink, and there will be isothermal compression. After that isothermal compression, there will be adiabatic compression. This is how the system starts at point A. Finally, after series of thermodynamic process, it reaches same point. So this is one complete Carnot cycle. So what is efficiency of a Carnot engine or a Carnot cycle? Efficiency of a Carnot cycle is defined as, it is represented by the letter eta, which is the ratio of work done divided by what is the amount of supplied to the system. So ratio of, we can say simply we can define efficiency of a Carnot engine is equal to W by Q1. So where W is the work done and Q1 is the amount of heat absorbed from the source. So what is work done here? Work done is difference in temperatures or difference in heat energy absorbed from the source and given to the sink. So that is W is equal to Q1 minus Q2, where Q2 is the amount of heat energy rejected to the sink. Therefore, the efficiency can be written as Q1 minus Q2 divided by Q1. That can be written as 1 minus Q2 by Q1. So this is an expression for efficiency of a Carnot cycle. In terms of temperature, we can write efficiency of a Carnot cycle is equal to T1 minus T2 divided by T1, or we can write 1 minus T2 by T1, where T1 is the temperature of the source and T2 is that of sink. So this is about efficiency of a Carnot cycle. So points to remember. So Carnot engine is purely an imaginary engine, but all real engines are constructed based on Carnot cycle. No other engine can have same efficiency as that of Carnot engine working between the same temperature range. So here Carnot engine is an ideal engine where the efficiency of that engine is maximum. So this is about efficiency of a Carnot engine. Thank you.